Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it, and we're going to start with, I guess, the topic that I've been talking about the last 2 or 3 videos. And for those of you that have been following, that is centered around our Pittsfield at-large city councilor, Yuki Cohen. So many of you, I'm sure, that follow our local media and things happening in Pittsfield. Councilor Cohen is also the owner of Methuselah's Bar and Restaurant up on North Street, and it's been the center of some controversy around some violations due to the coronavirus restrictions, and multiple times now. And I've been very opinionated on this, as most of you know, and I've also extended invitations to all the city councilors to do interviews and come on. And fortunately, and I'm very fortunate, at-large city councilor Yuki Cohen has reached out to me, and she's accepted my invitation. So I will be doing an interview with her, and I'll have that aired Monday. So I'm really excited about that, and I want to allow her the platform to not just talk about what's happening or happened at the restaurant or happening at that restaurant, but just about her and her role in the city and how she sees herself in the community as a city leader, and you know, just to learn a little bit more about her. So I want to make it a very fair and open interview. So I'm excited about that. So that'll be out Monday, and that'll give us all some insight and, you know, let everyone make up their own mind on where they stand with a lot of things regarding that issue. So that's it on that topic. Another thing I just wanted to mention is, because I am excited, and I've mentioned it 3 or 4 times on the page, is the quarterly, every year, 4 issues a year of from our state, Massachusetts Wildlife. They issue their quarterly magazine, and it's, for a lot of wildlife photographers, it's kind of a big deal to get featured in there. And some of my bear photos were used in the newest issue, and I know a lot of you have seen me post about that 3 or 4 times. I'm just excited about it. And then I thought, well, that's the 2nd or 3rd time I was published this year. Can they still call me fake journalist, fake photographer, fake? Does that finally wash that away with the last 2 or 3 people? I don't know. But anyway, I'm very, very happy about that. I think it's cool for our area. I love the environment here. I love our wildlife. I love what we have to offer. I've done a lot of traveling and lived in a lot of places in my life. And every time I've come home here, it really is like, it's just one of the prettiest places. Every time you come in off the turnpike and you smell the air, it's a very familiar smell that you don't smell anywhere. It's like this nature, fresh air. And especially coming from some of the places I've lived in, just on the East Coast. In Florida and in North Carolina, and I lived in Charlotte, and I lived in, well, Raleigh's a really nice city. Not that the other ones aren't. It's just there's places that it's not here, and what we have here is amazing. And I've always said that. And the past few years, I've focused heavy on filming and photography, and I've got some great stuff that I've spent 3 to 5 years really working on now. And I'm going to go back to doing some videos. I'm trying to find some people to help fund a project so I can do these videos right, and I can bring in some other editors, and something I wanted to do before, and I want to do even more now, because I think there's a lot of attention on Pittsfield right now. We're seeing, you know, the New York Times just recently did an article, and there's other articles out there that has Pittsfield listed in the top 10 for places for people to move to. And with this, everything changing, with people working from home, there's a strong possibility that communities like Pittsfield, for one, we have that airport. I've been saying that for a long time. That's key to a lot of things. But you know, this is different. Everyone used to think it was going to be seasonal, second homeowners kind of thing. And now, because of the pandemic and people being able to work from home, and a lot of companies saying, hey, this is actually really working out for us, we're going to continue to allow all these people to work from home. And now it's changing that demographic of they're not really second homeowners, they're going to be full-time homeowners in communities like Pittsfield. And I see huge things on the horizon for us. I see a lot of success for Pittsfield, and we're going to come out of this pandemic on the upside. I truly believe that. There's a lot of investment and money and things that you're going to see pouring into this community. And that's why I think this year's council elections are crucial, especially Wards 2, Wards 3, 1, 2, and 3 really need a lot of attention. And right now, they're not getting any. I think we have Kevin Sherman running in Ward 3, and I think he's running uncontested right now. Nick Russo in Ward 2, and I believe he's running uncontested. And nobody has pulled papers that I know of for Ward 1 yet. Everyone's still waiting to see what Helen's going to do, Helen Moon. Nobody has pulled papers, I believe, yet for Ward 6, or maybe Dina Lampiazzi did finally pull papers, I don't know, for re-election. She might have, but I haven't heard any other names. Ward 6, Ward 5, Ward 4, Courtney Gilardi. Really, none of the wards, we haven't heard any new candidates at all. And I'd hate to think that, well, when I say new, Kevin Sherman's kind of new, and I like Kevin. I know Kevin seems to, in the past anyway, side heavily with the mayor, but I don't object to that totally. I mean, I think Kevin's a smart guy, and he'll make smart decisions. I don't think he would put up with a lot of the nonsense that we see on the council now. I don't think he's that type of person. But I don't know. I'd like to see more names. I'd like to see a lot more names. And it's still early, but I'd like to see a lot more names into this. Courtney Gilardi in Ward 4 is the only new one I can think of in the wards, other than, well, Nick Russo, Ward 2. And all of them are uncontested right now. All of them. So a lot of at-large candidates. Brandon Maurer, I'm going to be talking. I've messaged with him back and forth once, but I will be in touch with him. I'm excited about this interview with Yuki Cohen, and then after that, and then of course Karen Kalinowski. I've talked to Karen several times, and I'm going to be doing an interview with her. Craig Benoit, the owner of the hot dog ranch. Craig is also running at large, but I'm waiting to see, if we can get some ward candidates pop up. So yeah. So anyways, run. If you're thinking about running, go for it. This platform's here to anybody, incumbents or new people, whatever. So go for it if you're thinking about it. I'd like to see a lot more names pop up. Yeah. So, and another thing I got to mention, somebody messaged me that they said, with everyone running at large, it's a waste of time. Peter Marchetti and Pete White are untouchable. And I started laughing when I saw that. I thought, untouchable? Why would, did they rescue a school bus full of puppies that was on fire? Or, I mean, is there something that they did that I don't know? They lowered taxes? I mean, I'm not picking on them, but why would they be untouchable? I couldn't think of a reason for that. So, yeah, I thought, well, you get Pete White. He's what if I was to say one thing in all honesty about Pete White as a city councilor, the first thing that comes to mind is Pete can probably tell you from memory every menu from every restaurant in Pittsfield. That's what I think of when I think of Pete. I think of him eating at restaurants and posting pictures on social media. Peter Marchetti, 4th of July parade, but that's been not really talked about because of the pandemic, and maybe that will be a big thing coming into this year. I don't know. I don't know. We'll hear, I'm sure, about that soon. But I can't think of any reason why these guys would be untouchable. I think even they would laugh at that, I would hope. I know a lot of people are already talking that Peter Marchetti will run for mayor, and Linda Tyre is going to endorse him, and even her saying on the radio she's running for a third term, that was just her saying that. And that rumor's been out there a while. It really has. That rumor existed when the last election was going on. They were saying, well, when there's less than a year left on Linda's second term, she'll resign, and then Peter Marchetti will become the acting mayor because he's the city council president, and if it's under a year, there won't have to be a special election, which would allow him to wheel and deal from the mayor's office and win the mayor's race, in essence. I mean, I don't believe that. I don't see Linda Tyre doing that. Anybody who thinks Linda Tyre is a weak pushover and that her husband is running the city or something like that, that's ridiculous. I don't see her that way at all. I see Linda Tyre as a strong woman who became mayor in a city that really, I mean, she did it in the middle of the good old boy gang. And you can't be a soft pushover doing that. I see Linda Tyre. I don't agree with her on a lot of issues. She's not very personable. I can't get an interview with her. I've tried. I gave up trying a while ago. But I see her as strong, shrewd, almost like a Cruella de Vil type character. If you cross her, like, wow. She's not somebody to, take lightly in that sense. I see her could be very vindictive. And that's just how my opinion, it's based on just whatever. I don't know Linda. We've never sat down and talked in person. I've tried. I've messaged her a few times asking for interviews, and I even said, I understand if you don't. That's why I was so excited about Yuki Cohen, Councilor Cohen, reaching out to me, because I have been very critical of her, not on a personal level. And I think that's awesome that she said, I'll accept, let's do the interview. That's awesome. And I'm very thankful to Councilor Cohen for doing that and giving me the opportunity. So I'm not here to bash her. I want to give a fair and honest, good interview. And I would do the same for the mayor or anyone else. So anyway, that's that. So that's it for the Saturday thing. The people waiting on the Rage Against the Machine thing, I'm doing it. Those who don't know what I'm talking about, I do these music videos all the time. And or I've done quite a few of them. And I had people send me a bunch of requests to do certain songs. And I did, like the last two, I did Michael Jackson's Beat It, where I did use Michael Jackson's vocals, but I played drums, guitar, and all the other instruments. And then I did The Who, and I did drums and bass on that. This time I'm doing Rage Against the Machine, Bulls on Parade, and making like a political, because it's a political song, and I'm using some of my own political photos and video to make the music video with it. So far I've done all of it, the drums, guitar, bass, and all that, and I'm very happy with that. Nailing Zach's vocal is incredibly challenging. So if I can't get it to where I'm okay, where it's passable, I did find his vocal track that I can throw on there. So that is coming. I am doing that. And that's that. So it's a lot to throw all in. I'll have another video out maybe even tomorrow. And but definitely Monday, so stay tuned Monday for the Yuki Cohen interview. I'm really excited about that, and it'll give a chance to ask some good questions and hopefully provide answers to everyone. So enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I'll catch you all in the next day or two.